Good morning, everybody. This is Bonnie Struzek. I'm one of the corporate trainers at Sprout Mortgage, and this morning I am joined by two additional team members that are heads of the marketing department. We've got Leticia Ocampo, who is head of the marketing, along with Felicia. So I'm going to just open this up and thank you for joining, and I'm going to go ahead. Just some quick housekeeping. One, you will all get a copy of this presentation after the presentation, and then also you will get the audio. So if you have any questions, you will be able to answer them. And then also, if you do have questions during the presentation, please feel free to use the question box. I'm going to go ahead and kind of monitor that as we go. And so if I can answer any questions along the way, I will do that as well. And if not, we can have Leticia or
Felicia.
Oh, Felicia, thank you. Total brain poop there for a minute. Answer those at the end of the presentation. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and let me do this. Please bear with us. We're kind of working on laptops, of course, and so we've got, going to go ahead and Leticia, I am going to make you presenter. Hopefully you can see that.
Yes, here we go.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Bonnie, thank you so much for the introduction. I am Leticia Ocampo. I will be presenting today alongside with Felicia Polgar. Felicia, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, everyone. I'm Felicia. I work with iQualifi application, and you will be hearing more about that shortly.
All right. So during today's time, during Webinar Wednesday, Felicia and I will be going over a couple of marketing tools with you, beginning with the Sprout Marketing Store and closing out with iQualifi. Now, we are really proud of these marketing tools because they have been created with our clients in mind, not only to help you grow your business, but definitely to make things a lot easier for you as you're reaching out to your potential clients, your borrowers. So with that said, I will just jump into the overview. All right, so what you'll notice is once you begin using the Sprout Marketing Store, you will be able to access free marketing tools. And these were all created with you in mind so that you can access marketing tools that are branded with your company logo and even with your headshot if you'd like that included on marketing flyers. And ultimately, what we want to do is to help you grow your business. So when you're on the store, it is extremely easy to use, and we're confident that you will have the same experience. And another thing that's important to note is that this online tool is secure. You don't have to worry about your information being shared outside. Your credentials are your own. They are not intended to be shared, and they never change. The best thing, though, about the store is that you can access it anytime, any day, to personalize marketing flyers and to order promotional items whenever it's convenient for you. And I will also give you a glimpse into a new section that was just added a couple of days ago. And this is a marketing partner section, which is a way for you to personalize flyers that not only contain your contact information, but also the contact information and company logo of a partner, such as a realtor. If you have any relationships with realtors, it's a nice approach to co-market. All right, so how do you get started? We have created this online tool as a value-added service to our approved clients. Access is available to approved wholesale brokers as well as correspondent lender clients of ours. Now, for all of you that are on this call, if you don't already have your credentials, and if you are approved with Sprout Mortgage, I will provide all of you with credentials after this webinar by end of business today. I am on the West Coast, so it'll be Pacific time close of business. And if you aren't yet approved with Sprout Mortgage, please reach out to your account executive and find out what's involved with becoming an approved broker so that you can access these tools that we're going to be showcasing today. So when you do get your credentials, you will notice that your username is your company email address. And we will also provide you with an access code. Now, the reason that we use access codes is because they never change. They're specific to your contact information as it appears in our database at Sprout Mortgage, and they are not intended to be shared. And the reason behind that is because when you log on to the Sprout Marketing Store, all of your contact information is pre-populated. So if you were to share your credentials, whoever is using your information is only going to get personalized materials with your contact information. So I suppose that will make sense if you have an assistant and they're helping you out by personalizing some marketing materials. So in that scenario, it would make sense to share. One other thing to note is that all of the marketing flyers have designated spaces for a company logo as well as a headshot. So I strongly encourage you to provide these image files to your account executive to include in our database so that when you log on to the store, you'll see your company logo. And if you want to include a headshot, that will be on there as well. But we do have some requirements, and really the requirements in place for the image files is to enable the best view and design possible. So specifically, when you're providing your company logo, please provide a PNG file. And this type of file removes the background from the image. So when it's placed over a background on a flyer, you won't see a white box behind it. It looks better. And also for your headshots, if you can provide a JPEG version of your headshot, that will be ideal. Okay, so this is what the homepage of the Sprout Marketing Store looks like. It's very easy to navigate. You'll notice that the navigation along the top ribbon matches the two buttons, Shop Marketing Collateral and Shop Promo Items. Whether you click on the buttons or you use the navigation ribbon, it will take you to the same place. So let's start by taking a closer look at Marketing Collateral. Okay, so what we've done with Marketing Collateral is we have created pages that are based on our product series. And we have several different versions of flyers available based on who it is that you're trying to market to. So for example, we have flyers for the commercial space. I mentioned partner marketing. This is where you can include your contact information as well as the contact information for, say, a realtor partner. We have QM programs, realtor focused flyers, an overview flyer that is basically an overview of all of the Sprout products, investor series, jumbo product, self-employed, and we currently have our fix and flip flyers on hold. You'll notice if you click on there that there won't be any flyers available to you, but as soon as those are available, we will repopulate that page. One other thing to point out is that all of these flyers have been written to a consumer audience. So the jargon that you typically see as far as the mortgage industry is concerned is removed, and it's more consumer-friendly text. All right, what I'm showing now is a few examples of what each of the product pages look like. They're all laid out exactly the same. When you go on to any of these pages, you will see a small thumbnail image. And if you're interested in learning more about what the content within that image is, all you would need to do is click on the image. It'll expand so you can read through the flyer. And if it's a piece that you're interested in placing an order for, all you would need to do next is hit the green personalize button. So let me show you in just a bit. Okay, what I'm showing now on the screen are a couple of flyer examples to give you an idea of how the personalization appears. On the left side, ABC Company is the placeholder for your company logo. This will be pre-populated as long as you have provided your company logo to your account executive and it's uploaded into your profile in our database. It will appear the first time you log in. And down at the bottom of the flyer is where your contact information goes. Now, once you begin using the store, if you notice that perhaps your phone number needs to be edited or you want to use a different email address, etc., all you would need to do is, again, reach out to your account executive and let them know how you want your contact information to appear. And this way, they can go into the database and update your contact information, so the next time you log on to the store, you'll see your edits. And it happens in real time. Also, each of our flyers has a designated area for a legal disclaimer. We don't store our clients' legal disclaimers. Instead, we open up that field for you to type in or copy and paste in your company's own legal disclaimer. We do include the equal housing logo, so that's on there as well. Now, on the right side, that is a sample of our marketing partner flyer. As you can see, the top portion has placeholders for 2 company logos. Your contact information will appear on the left side, and if you choose to order these flyers, you can upload the company logo for your partner and type in their contact information, and also upload their headshot if this is something that you want to include. So it is all spaced out so that equal representation is given to both you and your partner. Okay, so we have a couple of different ways that you can have flyers delivered to you. The first method that I'll go through is electronic. Electronic delivery means that you want your personalized flyers delivered to you via email. So you would make this selection and hit the personalize button. Next, you will see a proof of what your flyer looks like. And this is where you have an opportunity to ensure that your name is correct, your contact information is correct, etc. And on this sample, we're showing the size of a headshot. So it's relatively small, but it will appear to the left of your contact information if this is something that you want to include. Also on this sample, this particular client has not provided their company logo, which is why a company logo doesn't appear up at the top left corner. But once you're happy with the way the flyer looks, we do require your initial on approve to ensure that we are delivering what you have seen and approved. So at this point, you can either keep on shopping or go into checkout. So if you want to keep on shopping, you would select accept and add another. Otherwise, accept will begin the checkout process. Okay, now when you are making a selection on how you want these items delivered, this is what you will see. You will see the item that you placed an order for, and under the delivery column, you would select electronic to get emailed versions of your flyers. Okay, now as you're proceeding to checkout, this should look familiar if you've ever done any online shopping. You're going to be prompted to enter your shipping address, your billing information, and we have a couple of open fields on the right side under order information. One of them is order tag. What this enables you to do is to type in text if this is an order that you want to reference in the future. So maybe there are a couple of flyers that you want to consistently place a reorder for. If you populate the order tag field with whatever verbiage makes sense to you, you can look it up in the future to bring up this order so you can reorder it. It removes a couple of steps and makes it a little bit faster if this is something that you're going to be, that you have a recurring need for. Also, in this section, if you wanted to place an order for printed flyers, which is an option that's available to you, this is an additional cost between you and our printer. If you have a date in mind where you need to have your items shipped to you, that is outside of our standard ground delivery, which is typically 5 to 6 business days. This is where you would select your required shipping date. And down at the bottom under order comments, it may be a little difficult to see, but there is an open field where you can type in instructions, whether it's delivery instructions or instructions that are specific to the printer. This is where you would include that information. Okay, now continuing on with the example for electronic delivery, once you've submitted your order, you're going to receive 2 emails. The first email is a confirmation that your order has been placed. And a few minutes later, maybe as long as 5 minutes later, you'll receive a second email that contains hyperlinks to the flyers that you've personalized. You can see that on the lower right of the screen. Your file is ready to be downloaded. And what you would do is click on the download file hyperlink to access your PDF files that you can then print on your own locally or attach in an email if you are corresponding via email with your potential borrowers. Okay, now the other delivery method is physical. So if you want to have printed copies delivered to you, when you get to this portion of the checkout process, under delivery, select physical. You will then have an option to select predetermined quantities that you want delivered to you. No matter what quantity you order, the price is the same, 40 cents per sheet. Again, this is an option for you. You can always choose electronic delivery, free of charge, and print them on your own. Now you would proceed on to checkout and payment, just as you would with any online ordering system. Okay, before I continue on, I just wanted to point out a few things. Please note that when you do access the Sprout Marketing Store, you can personalize, download, and print your flyers any day, anytime. It's always available to you. All of our flyers are written to a borrower audience, and make sure that you provide your account executive with your image files so that you can see those on your flyers when you're using the store. And most important and really best of all is that this is a white label tool. So there is no reference to Sprout anywhere on the flyers. It's 100% customized for you, the user, and does not have any reference, again, to Sprout whatsoever. Another option that we make available for you to use is the purchase of promo items. So we partnered with a vendor and put together 6 different items that you can order at quantities as few as 12 or greater. And these are the different items that are available should you be interested in any of them. They can all be customized with your company logo, and the vendor does imprint a 1-color version of your logo and will create a 1-color version free of charge. So if you want to order the ruler, for example, the logo that would be used would be black in color, whereas if you wanted to order, say, the flashlight, your logo would be imprinted in white. Okay, so before I turn it over to Felicia to give you an overview of iQualifi, again, access is provided free of charge to all approved clients. If you are not yet an approved client of ours, please reach out to your designated account executive to get more information on how to become approved. And again, for all of you that are approved, and I will be sending out your credentials by end of business today, Pacific time. And again, please remember to send your headshot in the form of a JPEG file and company logo in the form of a PNG file directly to your account executive for upload. Now, if there are any questions after this webinar, feel free to reach out to us at marketingstore@sproutmortgage.com, and we will respond to your questions as soon as possible. So if you can give me just a few seconds here, let me turn over control to Felicia. Bonnie, can you help me out, please?
Yeah, let me see if I can do that for you. Okay, I'm going to make Felicia, you're going to be the presenter. There you go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, I gotta screw it. Okay, so let me, sorry, when I hit play, it went to beginning. So, nope, and now it went too fast. Okay, so good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Again, I'm Felicia, and I work with the iQualifi application. So some of you might be wondering, what is iQualifi? iQualifi is Sprout's easy-to-use loan program selector and pricing tool. Just to give you a little background on iQualifi, iQualifi was created for originators. A couple of years ago, we kept hearing that people were spending a lot of time reading the sales guide and reviewing the rate sheet, and we realized that whole entire process could be a lot easier, and that we could create a decision engine to do all of that work for you. And that's exactly what we did. During development and with every enhancement we make, we always keep you in mind, and we ask ourselves, is it simple enough for you to use? Because we want you to spend time on things that are more important to you, and we don't feel like you reading the sales guide or trying to figure out how to use iQualifi is important to spend your time on. And I'm going to go through a few examples of that in the next few slides. So some of iQualifi's key features is we offer scenario-based pricing. So iQualifi's program and pricing selector includes instant on-screen pricing for approved clients, and it can be customized to whatever your scenario is, whether that be interest only, prepayment penalty buy downs. We can accommodate your specific LTCs, markups, and a lot more. As mentioned, it is designed for originators. So we have 18 simple inputs, and only one of them actually require typing, and the rest are pre-filled. So we, as mentioned, iQualifi was created to work with your busy schedule. At your fingertips. So whether you're on a PC, Mac, tablet, phone, any mobile device, you can access iQualifi anywhere as long as you have the internet. Instant email summary. Yes.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm getting messages that they can't see your presentation. So I can see it. Leticia, can you see her presentation?
Yes, I can see it.
Is there anybody else having issues with not being, okay, there's other people responding. So go ahead. There must just be some issues with maybe a few of the people online, but now I'm getting, everybody else can see it. So go ahead. Thanks, Felicia. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so instant email summaries. So with every scenario that you run, we have send me options at the bottom where you can email yourself a summary of your scenario, and then you can forward it over to anyone. iQualifi is always available, and it's always a quick click away. So just go to any of our home pages and click on the iQualifi link, which is at the top of each of our home pages. Using iQualifi. This is an example of our input page. As mentioned, it's 18 inputs. Almost all of them are pre-filled, so you don't have to make a selection unless you need to. And what we did was we took all the inputs that all of the clients and our AEs, LOs, everyone in our system was using, and we put the most used inputs and we set them as pre-filled. So you only actually need to type in loan amount, and you just have to make 2 selections for your clients, which is reserved and DTI. And then all you have to do is hit submit. So this is the second page of iQualifi. We call this the program recommendations page. And as you can tell, on the second step, you already got a program. So it's that easy. And not only do we give you one program that you qualified for, if available, we'll also give you the second one, which we call an alternative program. If you want to see pricing, all you would have to do is click the Get Pricing button. And if you want to email yourself a summary of all of your inputs and the program that you qualified for, you just need to click that button, and you can send yourself that as well. So this is an example of the pricing tables. Our pricing tables, we built in a few options that were all recommended to us by, LOs and AEs. And so what we tried to do was keep it easy. Like I said, that's our whole goal. And so but it still needed to accommodate, your everyday use cases. So our pricing tables, they're simple. And we always highlight par when available. So you always see that in orange, so you don't have to go and look for it. We have different show by options. So if you want to see numbers in whole numbers, halves, quarters, eighths, whatever it is, you can do that, and so that way you have a lot more options of different, rates available. So you can choose fees, you can choose interest only, and you can choose a different lock period. And it's all just either a click or a toggle. So it's pretty simple interface. Here, these are the email me options I was talking about. So this one over here is a pricing summary. So that gives you a summary of your inputs and the rates that you selected. And then here's a pre-qual form. So you can get both of those sent to you. Occasionally, you will get a message that no program fits. We do have a whole desk called an exceptions desk. So just always reach out to your AE, and they can help you with this. And also keep in mind, all the AEs at Sprout, they also have access to iQualifi. So you're using the same pricing engines that they are. We also have what we call a white label version of iQualifi. So if you ever want a branded version of iQualifi for you, you can do that also. So we'll put in your logo, we'll put in your company name, and you can put it, on your website and create a link. Whatever you would like to do, we can, work with you. And we maintain the updates and all the maintenance with the iQualifi branded version. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm always happy to help. And that's it from my side.
Awesome. Thanks, Felicia.
Thanks, Felicia.
Go ahead, Leticia.
Bonnie, are there any questions that came in that we can answer?
No, most of them were just when there were a few people were having issues. So I let everybody know you will get a copy of this presentation at the end later on today. So it will be sent out to you. Other than that, does anybody have any questions regarding either Leticia or Felicia's presentation on the marketing store or iQualifi, anything like that? I'll give you a second here to type it in the question box. Nope, I don't see any. Oh, it was an excellent, okay, no questions. Great. No, thank you very much, everybody. So go ahead and you can close it if you want to, Leticia.
All right, well, thanks everyone for your time. We hope you found this informative, and we look forward to seeing you on the Sprout Marketing Store as well as iQualifi. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.